up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. And once again, in the aftermath of this hurricane that just hit the city, I want to give y'all some quick little understanding, real quick. We are right at the end of the week, and the storm hit us Monday. Not just Houston, but a lot of the areas around Houston, a lot of the cities in the state of Texas, all the way up. It's still moving up, affecting other states. And of course, with every hurricane, every storm, of that magnitude, you're going to get um, power outages. But here's the thing, man, that I think needs to be light needs to be brought to. There are power outages that occur from the impact of a storm, whether it's wind, rain, thunder, lightning, some impact from the actual storm that knocks the power out, that causes the power to go out. And in that particular case, okay, yeah, you're in the dark. But there's also a situation where the power is not always knocked out by the storm, but it is my opinion, it's turned off, it's shut off by the hands of those who are in control of the electricity. And I'm of the strong belief that a lot of that went down and has been going down. Not just this storm, but you can go back. But I really believe that a lot of these power outages are the results of what they call like rolling blackouts and things of that nature, where they intentionally shut off the power in certain areas, and they would have they'll have certain reasons why they say they do it. They don't want to overload power and certain all that stuff that you got to really just try to get an understanding on. But as a result of that, hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people are still without power in the city of Houston, in big old Houston. And I'm sure it's like that in other places, I'm assuming. But right here in this city, there are so many people that's why I emphasize that we at the end of the week. There's so many people who are coming up on their fourth day. I'm going to repeat that. Fourth day without electricity. Now, once your stuff comes back on, there's some who were fortunate enough to never have lost power. God bless them. There were some who power may have been out a few hours, 3 or 4 hours, 5, 6 hours, or something like that. Um, but for the ones who are coming up on 4 days, and it seems to be taking forever for this city to accommodate and get those people right. When, bro, we have storms every year, man. This is the norm in the city. So again, a lot of talk is made about disaster preparedness, and the talk comes from a lot of the officials. Well, they always tell you what you need to do. Make sure you have all the supplies and all the things you need in disaster preparedness. You need this, you need a first aid kit. Okay, all that's true. All that's true. But their preparedness is never really on point the way it needs to be. And part of it is not just 100% lack of preparation. Part of it is, again, like I said, they are intentionally shutting off certain areas. So now you have older people, very, very young people, babies. It was touch and go for a lot of people that even I know that have little babies or elderly people. You hooked up to a machine or something like that, and you need electricity. You got to make all these different arrangements to get. And let's not forget the fact that we in the middle of July in Texas. So when those days come around, it's hot. It's hot. And to have all these people sitting in this heat for days, because look, like I say, I still believe that they can shut down and turn on whoever they want to, because there are certain areas that they stuff gonna get turned on immediately. And if you know, you know. The more affluent areas of town, or the parts of town that may have a little more influence because of the affluence, a lot of those areas get turned on a little quicker. Now, is that to say there may not be some money areas that are still off? I don't know, but I've heard some things, man. I've heard some things from people that I know that are in that field, and it was like shocking but not surprising at all what and who they prioritize. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. But it's hot, man, and it's a shame just to think about. You know, a lot of my friends and family, they still don't have power, and it's a shame to think about having to deal with that. On top of the fact that now you around this bad boy living like a caveman, you around here living like a Neanderthal, because when the night falls, now it's dark, and you can have all the candles, all of the lights, and all that you want, man, but you are basically on an island. And if anybody who's been without power for a long time, you could just think about coming up and you don't pay your bill and your lights get cut off. But when you've gone without power for a long time, man, the seconds tick like minutes, and the minutes are like hours. Those days are long, man. I know the mayor got his power on. I can guarantee you that. I know anybody in the staff or that any of the higher ups, I bet they stuff is on. And they out here fixing street lights and all that, man. Prioritize the people, man. Prioritize the people. Shh, hey, man. I just wanted to put that on y'all mind. Every outage is not weather related. See, the storm went right on through. The storm hit, did what it did, got on down the road, and the storm does the damage, but it's the aftermath that makes it worse, makes the inconvenience of it worse, because it's like, man, had they been on point to get everybody's stuff back on, dare I say, no disrespect at all, but dare I say, we could have took this one on the chin and said, okay, well, yeah, this wasn't as bad a storm. It's the aftermath. 4 days, the storm only swept through like for a few hours. But because of those few hours, people are inconvenienced for some days. But when I really don't believe, if there was nothing y'all could do, cool. But I just really don't believe that that's the case. So y'all leave y'all comments. Anybody in the area, anybody that may know about this, feel free to leave y'all comments and tell me what y'all think about this. Because I smell a rat. And the wind is coming from the direction of the city and the light company. Alright, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on, man. Praying for everybody. Hope everybody gets their stuff turned back on like immediately, man. Alright, peace.